Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe. This video is going to be quite different to me, but I'm trying to make content that is about my health journey and prioritizing nutrition and movement into my everyday life. So I thought I would take you along for a full day of eating with me, what I eat in a day. Before I get into it, I will obviously I will be talking about macros and calories. I know what works for me will not work for everyone. Everyone is different. If it is triggering for you, please do not watch it. I think that everyone should be prioritizing whole foods, lots of fruits, lots of veggies with sources of protein and carbs, and getting your fiber intake up. At the moment, I am in a calorie deficit. I am still in a deficit every day. Each day will kind of be a bit lower or higher, but today my goal is around 1400 calories. While still listening to my body, if I want more food, then I'm going to eat more. If I'm not that hungry, then I'll eat less. I think it is really important to learn your hunger signals and just eat well most of the time. I'm not saying to restrict. I don't restrict. I treat myself to sweet treats throughout the day so that I don't crash out and binge. Just on high protein and fiber. I don't really count my other macros like my fats and my carbs, but I do get enough of that. But the only way to lose weight is if you are in a calorie deficit, the same way as if you were to put on weight, it would be in a calorie surplus. I will say that I personally struggle, especially around my period, with food noise. I get really bad food noise, and I do have a big appetite. I love food, I love eating, so I'm just going to be showing you what I eat in a day. Obviously every day is slightly different, but I'll make small tweaks throughout the day. But for like my breakfast, my lunch, my dinners, and my snacks and dessert, honestly it's like pretty similar. But when you are in a calorie deficit, you need to volume eat. So that means bulk up on your low calorie food. So you have a big plate of food, like bulk up on veggies, like low calorie fruit, like better carb sources. Finding the alternatives to the foods you are eating is going to help you eat so much more at home. Obviously if you eat out, fine every once in a while, but it does add up. So eating at home will be the only way to really know what you're eating, to track what you're eating, and to see results, and it's going to make you feel the best. But anyway, enough of that. I'm going to take you along my day. Okay, my first meal of the day is obviously breakfast. It is 8:38 at the moment. Oats. I used the banana Uncle Toby's sachet, and I put in half a cup of skim milk, a dash of water, and I put it in for 2 minutes. It does say for a minute and a half, but I just did 2 minutes because I like it a little bit thicker. Added some psyllium husk, which is pretty much just a fiber supplement. I used only 5 grams. And it has over 4 grams of fiber. I'm gonna make like an everything bowl. I love to make my little brekkie bowls. Very fun. It's my favorite meal of the day, so I definitely like load it up. And I'm gonna add in 100 grams of this Paul's protein yogurt. My favorite is the yogurt, but I've been liking this. And I have my food scale, and then I just weigh everything out just to make sure. I usually will do oats or Wheat Bix. Wheat Bix is like my favorite. I love Wheat Bix, but I just thought I would switch it up today and have oats. Now my other toppings will be strawberries, blueberries, have a little banana, sugar-free maple syrup, honey, cinnamon, and I have frozen raspberries. And struck this, show you, and then I will tell you the macros afterwards. This is my bowl all done and complete. It is looking gorgeous. I'm so excited to eat it. Just logged the ingredients. Don't really track my berries just because they're so low, and I'm not being that strict, but it would only be like 10-15 calories anyway. So I will put my macros of it on the screen. Obviously you can add anything that you want to your oats or your Wheat Bix, and as I said, I like to keep it fun. I love my breakfast, even in a calorie deficit, you shouldn't dread what you eat. You don't need to be hungry. You don't need to hate your food. You can still make it fun and, you know, add all the topping. It's just portion control, weighing it out, especially on your sauces and the stuff that you wouldn't think adds so many calories but could be stopping you from seeing your progress. But anyway, I'm gonna eat this now. I'm gonna do a little taste test on camera and just kind of get a little bite of everything. Get some yogurt in there. That is so good. I use the banana flavored oats. I have the variety box, so I have a few different flavors, but I'm glad I used the banana one. It's so yummy. This makes me just so happy. I'm just gonna sit down and eat this, but I should have said this is almost a litre bottle, so I like to have 3 of these a day plus whatever water I drink at the gym. So it helps to train your hunger signals, because a lot of the times when you think you're hungry and you get that food noise, it's that you're thirsty. Anyway, I will be back. It is time for my morning energy. My favorite energy drink, of course, is a white Monster or the strawberry dreams. It's so good. I'm not a coffee person. I wish I was, honestly. It has 0 sugar. Caffeine helps to curb your cravings and your food noise, and I find I like to eat before I have my energy drink, because the time I eat, there's like that window within like 10-20 minutes of when I'm eating that my brain is like on food mode and I could just inhale all the food. So I like to finish my breakfast with this because, one, it's delicious, but it kind of sends a signal to my brain being like, okay, Kimmy, let's stop eating. 14 calories. I don't even track this just because it's so low. And things that I don't track like a lot of veggies, berries. I will track some fruit because some fruit is a bit higher, but I obviously don't steer away from it at all. Fruit is so good for you. My sugar-free soft drink, any sugar-free drinks, I'm not that obsessive. It really makes like a marginal difference in my deficit and achieve the same goals with not tracking some foods. I just don't think you need to track your like lettuce and your cucumber and your strawberries. I'm sorry. Get on sugar-free drinks. Joel and I drink so much sugar-free soft drink and obviously Monsters every day, and you can say what you want, but a sugar-free energy drink or a sugar-free soft drink is better than consuming hundreds and hundreds of calories worth of drink when there's a sugar-free option. I am back. It is now 11:20 a.m. and I just walked 5 kilometers on my walking pad. Me and my walking pad were like this. It is such a good way to get your steps in. Another liter of water. I'm gonna start drinking that. A little mandarin because they're such good snacks. I've been loving them. I have like 1 or 2 a day. Plums were in season. Oh my god, I was obsessed with plums, but at the moment a mandarin is just hitting the spot, and they obviously are packed with vitamin C and micronutrients. We need to bring back snacking on fruit. We did as kids, and like as adults, at least personally, I forgot about it for a while. Okay, why is this so hard to feel? A little bit hungry and I'm very thirsty, so I'm just gonna have this, sit down for a bit, and then make lunch soon. So I'm gonna eat this, and mandarins are about 40 calories each. So good straight out of the fridge too, because they're so cold. Okay, now I'm about to make my lunch. I've got all my ingredients and I will show you what it looks like when it's done. One thing that I will add while I'm cooking, I use just the spray oil, or I honestly just like don't really use oil. I do have non-stick pans. I know that's controversial, everyone's on the stainless steel grind, but honestly, if you have eggs or are frying anything for breakfast, lunch or dinner or whatever meal it is, if you are hand pouring oil, that can add hundreds of calories to your meal, and you wouldn't even think about it. This turned out so good, but I've made a little egg wrap. 2 eggs. I know obviously when people are in a calorie deficit, a lot of people use egg whites, but honestly I'm fine with just 2 eggs. But that is a way to add volume to your meal for less calories. And then I put some mushrooms and tomato and some herbs on it, and then I used a wrap and kind of grilled it on to the omelette. And so when you flip it, it's kind of like it all merges together. And I have some chicken breast and barbecue sauce. My favorite wraps while on a deficit, they're the lower carb ones from Woolworths. I don't really get them because they're lower carb, like I don't really care about that, but they have 8.2 grams of protein per wrap and 7 grams of fibre, only 100 calories. Used some of the Primo chicken breast slices just because they're so easy, you don't have to cook them or anything. Chicken and turkey is my favorite personally. Oh my god, so good. And I put some mozzarella cheese on it. Sometimes the wrap kind of fails on it, but this turned out so well, and like look nice it looks. I've been loving barbecue sauce and eggs. There's so much protein and so much fibre, it's going to keep you fuller for longer. I think this is delicious. It's all about finding foods that you could eat every day, because it's all about consistency. If you don't like certain foods that you're eating on a deficit so much that you could eat it day in and day out, then it's going to be really hard to stay on track. Even with all the foods that I'm eating, if I were to want to go on a bulk or maintain, I would be eating the same foods, just bigger portions. Okay, it is about 3:30 now, and I'm getting a little peckish, so I'm gonna have my little afternoon snack. We'll be having dinner in about 2 hours though. So I'm gonna have Smart Sweets. These have 17 grams of fibre. Most people don't even get that much fibre throughout their whole day. So yummy. I'm having the berry, like the gummy bears. They do have like sour gummy bears and the fruits and cream. The fruits and cream is my favorite, or the sour. It definitely isn't not my favorite at all. It's like my least favorite, but they're still obviously all good. And me and Joel have these like every day. We have so many snacks in our house, like alternative snacks. Because obviously we love sweet treats, we love snacks, we love food, and we've found snacks like LCM bars, Milo bars, any type of like chocolate bar, mini Oreos, sticks, obviously these, just anything in a small packet that's like around 100 calories or less that will curb those cravings, or when you just need a little snack before the gym or throughout the day when you're craving it. Restriction is only going to cause you to have an unhealthy relationship with food, go down a very unhealthy path. Calorie deficit does not need to be hard. It does not need to be some like huge thing. It's just about making better choices and alternatives. Through making those alternatives and just moving your body more and being more mindful and becoming a fit person, you almost have to make it like your identity. Like if you want to become fit, you need to be like, okay, I'm a fit person, and go on that walk or go to this gym and just stay dedicated. And the longer that you use your dedication, the less you have to use your motivation. The more you do something, it's just gonna become routine. And I've lost over 12 or 13 kilos now, and Joel has lost over 50 kilos. I think it's like almost 55 now, which is insane. Like anyone can do it. If someone has done something that you want to do, then it is not impossible for you. You can do it as well. Okay, it's a while later now. It's almost 5 p.m. and Joel will be home soon, so I'm gonna get dinner sorted. I meal prepped all of our dinners for the week, so I know what I've chosen. I think I've chosen what we're gonna have tonight. So this is our fridge. We have all of our dinners along here. There's 2 containers for each night, obviously, because Joel and I think tonight we're gonna have the chicken and sweet potato, and it's all in the container. We meal prep them all, and I wrote obviously what was on it, the amount of calories and the protein. So this is 455 calories for 60.5 grams of protein, which is insane. The other ones are, I've made a beef stir fry, chili con carne, curried sausages and rice, and pasta, because you can still make yummy, delicious meals while in a deficit, while trying to be healthier. You just have to do it wisely. But yeah, this is packed with protein and it is leg day, so I've kept that in mind all day. I need as much protein and energy as I can get. I'm actually going to pair this with maybe just half a serve of cottage cheese, so then put it together. It is about 65 grams of protein for 500 calories, which is insane. As you can see here, we eat so much jelly. Now, I don't think I'm gonna eat that today because I do have dessert, but the jelly lights are so good. They're so low in calorie. We just make up so many of them. Our favorite flavor is strawberry, but I think I've got grape, port wine, lemon, and passion fruit in there as well. There's heaps of flavors. I think one of the whole containers is like 25 or 50 calories. I don't know, something really low, and I compare that with fruit and yogurt, and it is just a high volume snack. I'm gonna serve up dinner. I used a little bit of lettuce that we had left to make a bed of lettuce for everything to sit on, and obviously bulk up the meal a little bit more. But I am so excited for this. I just seasoned the chicken in there with like Greek seasoning, but we love to use taco and fajita seasoning. They're our favorites. We use them every week and they're just the best seasoning. So I'm gonna prepare the dinner and I'll show you. So I've just made the first bowl. Even though it's meal prep and it comes in a container, I don't know, having it in a bowl just feels nicer. But 50 grams of cottage cheese on top and half a serve of 𝕤𝕠𝕝𝕝𝕤. So this is our dinners ready. So we've got our chicken, our sweet potato, asparagus, lettuce, cottage cheese, and sauce. We always go to the gym after dinner. So we'll eat, let it sit for a while, do our stretching, get dressed, and then go to the gym. We are not morning gym people. Obviously, with our schedules, that just like won't work, but we've always liked going to the gym at night. That's just what works for us and what we like. So it's gonna be so delicious and filling for our leg day. And as I said earlier, we are big soft drink people, so we always have some sort of Sprite, off-brand or regular Sprite. Anyway, this is the one from Aldi. Okay, I'm gonna eat it. Wow. 66 grams of protein.
Wow.
I love the cottage cheese. It's like sour cream.
It is such a good sour cream substitution.
Yeah, Joel was anti cottage cheese for the longest time, but like recently he's warming up to it, so.
Well, it kind of creates the same effect as sour cream, which I also don't like, but it goes well with other stuff, so I'll accept it.
Yum. And look at the chicken. Yum. Yeah, I'm about to go into the gym and I'm gonna have a pre-gym snack because I feel like I need it. I haven't had that many carbs today, so this has like almost 10 grams of carbs, and obviously it is yummy. I love chocolate. I'm low-key addicted to chocolate. I'm really trying to get out of the habit, but it's just so good. Okay, it is much later now. It is 8:15 and I've just gotten home from the gym and had a shower, and I'm gonna make a little dessert because I feel like it. I'm not that hungry because I feel like I just ate so much throughout the day. My diet is so much more in check when I'm at home and not at work. I feel like my food noise and my snacking and just everything is so much more inconsistent when I'm at work. So when I'm at home, I really take advantage of eating all the yummy foods and eating what makes me feel good. So I've got the 𝕗𝕝𝕝𝕝 plus protein chocolate dessert. I've actually never had this. I've had the chocolate yogurt, and then I'm gonna have, I think, 5 grams of the soy crisps because I love the crunch, and then just a few strawberries. On the treadmill and my walking pad combined, I've burnt minimum 750 calories plus weightlifting. So I'm in a huge deficit, so I'm having a little extra snack. That in here. Okay, so this is my little dessert. 150 calories on the dot, and it is 19 grams of protein, so that is fantastic. Taste test. I've sat down and I'm going to tell you, after adding everything into my FitnessPal, I feel like this is just the easiest way to track everything. Eat diary, and it will tell you a breakdown of your macros. 1,481 calories today. I had 138 grams of protein, 140 grams of carbs, and 36 grams of fat. I feel like the fat is a little bit low, but I also only really track my calories and my protein. I don't really track my carbs and my fat because it comes down to it, calorie deficit is the only way that you're going to lose weight, and your protein is so important to obviously maintain and build your muscle, especially while in a deficit and when you're losing weight. It also shows you how much of your micronutrients but your macronutrients, and honestly I've filled a lot of these up. I've had 37 grams of fiber, which for an adult woman it is about 20 to 25 grams of fiber, and I have pretty much doubled that, so I'm very happy with that. And I've gotten a lot of sodium, potassium, vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium. My iron is a little bit low, but it does tell you everything. I did say this morning that my goal, not even my goal, but was for 1,400, so I did go a little bit over that, but I still stayed under the 1,500. Is a huge deficit for me given how much exercise that I did. Every day is different, but I pretty much stick to roughly the same foods. My grocery shops are always very similar, and that is really the only way to maintain and stick to your goals, is having just the same foods day in day out, doing the same thing at the gym. Obviously you can make small tweaks, but you need to be consistent. That is the only way that you're going to see results. Anyway, I'm gonna finish my dessert. It is so good. I feel like Joel wants to try this. I don't know if you'll like it though, but I'm gonna go. You made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or night, whatever time it is for you. And I really enjoyed making this type of content, and let me know if you want to see more because I definitely can do it. Anyway, like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.